So, Ghost, did you get those headphones, or did the
I
owl
did.
kill you?
It was terrifying because like I walked outside and I just like planned on going to my car and like my garage door is closed, my little brother's sleeping, so I walked outside and there's this all of a sudden gigantic like mammoth animal takes off from my front yard, and I didn't know if it was like a hawk or an owl, and then it just perched up in the tree, and it's definitely an owl, right? And so I started to walk to my car, but the thing's just like staring right at me, so I walked back inside, and that's when I came back and I was like, let's just do this with no headphones. But I braved it and went back out, and the thing I'm shaking. I was terrified.
I don't remember it like that. I remember you coming back in and saying, we can't do the audio without the headphones, and you were like, no, we can do it. And I'm like, no, you have to go back out and get it. And you did.
It's scary. It's scary.
It's an owl. So
it freaked me out. It was standing right there, and I could just feel as I was opening my car door, it like right behind me, and I just turned around and ran back inside.
So basically what you're saying is you thought this was going to happen. Tonight's top story: YouTube personality GhostRobo dies from an owl attack.
I wasn't worried about
at 10. Like,
no, I wasn't worried about dying. I was worried about touching it. Like I didn't want to touch it.
You don't want to touch an owl? What?
No, I don't want it to touch me. I get this way when I go outside at night a lot. Like there'll be a cat in my front whatever, and I'll open the door and it'll run away. But like, I'm afraid it's gonna come back and get me as I'm like not facing it. You don't have this fear of animals?
Well, we talked about caterpillars. Like, those hairy ones are just gross. And the one thing that I hated as a kid was ladybugs. They freaked me out because
why?
In our house upstairs back in the day, I used to have an air conditioner in my room because we're in an old house and the heating.
You mean you don't have air
upstairs.
conditioning anymore?
Well, no, because it started to come upstairs a little bit more. But we had one, and so they would get in through the air conditioner, the window unit, and literally, I walked upstairs one day in the house because they come in a lot of the old houses. There's tons of ladybugs always in there. I literally had 500 in the corners.
You did not have 500. Lies.
You can ask my parents. And
Lies.
My dad had a shop vacuum. There was so many. He had a shop vac that he would literally get the ladybugs.
Okay, well, I have a like gigantic centipede things. I don't know what millipede centipedes. They're like long legs and big bodies, and they're in my basement where I record. So they'll be like on the wall behind the TV, which is like the most aggravating thing. I just like want to end the commentary super fast. There's ever videos where it just like abruptly comes to a close. That's why. But one, I swear to God, it like mutated. It had like a bent leg, but not bent like broken, but bent like arch, like it was evolving into like a grasshopper or some like gigantic jumping creature. And I swear to God, the same freaking one at the leg ran back and forth, same spot, like every day, like same time, like it just like taunting me. And I'm drinking bad lemon water, which is disgusting. But
so what you're saying is some of the games that you want to do, you can't do because there's a caterpillar on it. So that when you want to go back and do a walkthrough, exactly. The caterpillar's
so the reason walkthroughs don't finish isn't because I'm not being diligent. It's because I got bug problems. And I have serious issue with animals at night in my tree looking at me and like freaking. I can't see. I just see the black form of the owl. I don't. Maybe it was a hawk. I think it was an owl. It's like at night. But honestly, like it just terrifying. Like you walk out there and I'm like, I slowly like open my car door and close. What if like noise is gonna startle it or something?
You treat it like you're in the Arizona desert and you're the meat and you're about to get got.
That owl had my number. That's why I was out there. Just waiting. What's it doing? Why is it in my front yard by my driveway?
Maybe it just likes you. Maybe he knew you were famous. He knew you were internet famous, and he wanted to come get an interview. Maybe he's a blogger. You never know. I
don't want to be touched by an owl. I don't want to be touched by an owl. Let me ask you a question that has bothered me for a really long time. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we have this wrestling thing that clearly you know tons about.
Yeah.
Clearly I know nothing about. And the thing that I don't understand at all about wrestling is that, okay, so you're telling me, like, I understand that in real life there's, like, storylines like, okay, this guy, you know, beat up this guy and his wife, you know, fell over in her wheelchair in the middle of the arena or whatever. Like, that's fine, I guess. But what is with, like, creating these fake storylines on YouTube with made-up characters? How do people get any enjoyment from this?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, there's e-feds online that do it. Like, there's some of the people I work with, because on my channel, it's pretty much all WWE. So I create content based on what's going on in the WWE videos and things like that. And I tried it. We did a pilot of a show called WTF, where it was literally random made-up storylines. That's all it was, with Booker V. It was Smalls was pretending to be Booker T, but in a very exaggerated way, and it had like 45,000 views. People loved it and were like begging for more. So every time I do a live stream now, they want to see it. Why people are fascinated with it, I have no idea.
You're basically like storytelling. Like I'm gonna make you up something. So it's like if I was playing Zelda and all of a sudden instead of going to save Zelda, Link is now an epic adventurer traveling through the forest to save his grandma from the giant owl.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just people like it. I know. I'm trying to think of some of the online federations. There's like Internet Car Wrestling, is one. There's FAM, which Twisted Merc does, and people just like it because it's kind of it's creative. But
okay, so I'm looking at your looking at your first WTF video, and so you're telling me like people like Cody Rhodes like they're not real people. You're just making them up.
No, the superstars are real that I use, because there's a difference between like what people do. Like when I do it, I like to do something that's somewhat believable on like TV. So I use all real characters. I don't use somebody like Tony Pizza Guy or some of the other guys that do it. They download characters that people just randomly make of made up people. I like to use real superstars that people can relate to. But in WTF, it's all fake though.
Wait, so wrestling's not fake enough, so now we have to add fake characters and fake storylines.
Okay, you make it seem like it's a bad thing, but people love it. I don't know why.
I'm not complaining they love it. I just think the whole image of wrestling is absurd, that people go there knowing it's fake and they sit there and cheer when their cheering means absolutely nothing because the outcome is pre-decided before they even got there.
Okay, so what's your favorite TV show?
Lost.
Okay. You watch
don't go telling me that Lost is pre-decided.
Yeah, it's
no. Don't go telling me that. I don't go fly to an arena and put on a T-shirt and cheer.
Yeah, but you buy the DVDs, you do stuff, and you know it's fake. It's entertainment, and that's what wrestling is. So, like, I have 18,000 subs that just love WWE, everything about it, and that's my biggest audience. And for some reason, and I understand the point where I know it's entertainment, but literally on some of my videos, people take it so seriously. Like the general manager tonight ripped off one of the guys saying he couldn't be in the Royal Rumble, and literally a comment was. Literally, there was a comment on the video, and they take it so seriously. He's like, "How dare him do this? It's because he's doing this and blah blah blah." And like people think in their heads, they're thinking like 10 steps ahead. They think they know what's going on, but that's not what's happening at all.
It's like an uncivilized version of like trade talk in like NBA or NFL.
Yeah, it's speculation. I mean, if
while we're talking about scariest things ever. Someone posted on one of my vlogs. I just saw this recently, and it was from a vlog from like almost 6-7 months ago. They said there's someone in the tree, and I had like no idea what they're talking about, and it just like it was one of those moments where I just got like a huge chill, like just reading the comments, like what, like I didn't even understand, and I went and watched the video, and like no lie, at one point in the video, there's like this like flash of like a something in the tree behind me.
It's paranormal activity.
No, and it just like. I just like started thinking like, what if you were recording these vlogs and then all of a sudden you're watching them and like there's people behind you, or I don't know, like lately I've been having like weird things where like in the corner of my eye I see like there's definitely something behind me. I turn around, there's nothing there, or like you get like a flicker in your peripheral vision. You're like, what the heck was that? And then reading this comment, we're like, there's people behind you. I was just like, how freaking like we're gonna like take this and make a horror movie like no one's there, but in the video they're there.
Oh my gosh! Wow, you brought that fear to a whole new level. I thought it was just of animals, and now you're like everything.
No,
you're
it's
just
like,
scared of it.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, no one's there. You record it, you're fine, and then like you go watch it, and there's people.
It is kind of weird, I guess. One of the things that in the video I showed you from like my old stuff when I used to try to do real life filming, in one of the trailers we were filming it, and it was the one where he was walking around in the woods and stuff. And he did this scene where he fake fell, and we didn't see it in the trailer. But there was a deer 100 feet back, a doe, looking dead on us. And we were like, how did we not see that? And somebody said, dude, there's a deer right there. How do you not see it? And I was at college that day when I saw that, and I was like, holy crap, there was a deer.
It wasn't really there. It's just in the video.
It was. Well, no. I'm like you. I was freaking out. I was like, so that deer was stalking us, and I could have died. So that was the moral of the story. Animals
are dangerous, and so are video people. You could make a movie, guaranteed. This is a box office movie, like Devil Inside, crap like that. A movie where like the little girl is like a YouTube vlogger, and then all of a sudden there's just people are appearing in the videos, but they're not really there in real life, and it just gets worse from there.
Because the reason they're not there is because they're at WWE events.
Yeah, probably. Cheering on Brodus Clay or whoever this.
The Funkasaurus. Oh my god! If you knew anything about it, like
I
it's
know
just
nothing about
hilarious.
wrestling.
It's just hilarious. So.
Actually, when I was younger, this is a GhostRobo moment here for you, a unexplored truth. Sometimes my grandpa would babysit us, and our neighbor was like really into wrestling, and I didn't really like him or really whatever, but for whatever reason, like my brother would like flip the channel sometimes, and I don't know, he was probably like 6 or 7, I was like 10 or 11, and we'd fall asleep like on the couch because we didn't want to like go to bed watching like WWE. I mean, this was what,
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. My dad used to wake me up when I was like 3, and we'd watch WCW. Yeah,
12 years ago, so it was like I don't even know who was around or whatever, but I don't honestly remember even liking it or disliking it. I just remember it like a few nights out of my life being on TV and just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember hardly anything I used to watch when I was a kid. I would just know that Thursday nights before my mom came home from work, because she was the general manager of Mickey D's, and every Thursday, back when SmackDown was on Thursdays, I remember watching it. And I didn't know when I was like from 1 to 4 years old, I found out that my dad used to wake me up every night and we watch reruns of WCW together. Huge, and I don't remember any of that. So it's
probably because it didn't really happen. It was just in the video. No, seriously, that freaked me out. You go and someone says, "What's in the tree?" and you go to the video, and there seriously is some object in the tree.
I think you've got paranormal ghostivity coming this fall.
So. I'm really nervous.
You know,
that kind of stuff bothers me. Like, I'm not really afraid of like main fears of people that people have, but it's just like those things that like
you get the weird fears. You're not like I'm not afraid of the heights, but I'm afraid of being high up on a building and like some dude creeping behind me. Right. Like I don't care if I fall on my own will, but if somebody's looking at me and that's the cause of why I fell,
exactly.
Oh, dude, I'm taking him down. There it is.
I just have like lately, I don't know. I just see things out of the corner of my eyes. And I don't know what's going on. I'm losing it.
You're losing it, especially on your brand new computer.
Especially on my, the computer has good graphics. Where's my thing, or what's my thing, or what's like
my thing?
Draw my thing. Yeah, it's where's my thing.
The video is in such bad resolution too because it was like stretched down. So
yeah, well, whatever. The graphics are actually decent. They make good pictures happen.
They make good pictures happen.
It's pretty good. People were complaining that I didn't get a better graphics card, but I kind of like
$350 graphics card. People either say like you either don't need one that good, so you need to get 2 of the cheaper kind to like SLI them, or people are like, "Ghost, why didn't you just spend the $500 on a better one?" Exactly. It's like I don't need the $500 one now.
Exactly.
I mean, of course, with gaming technology,
Here,
next month it's going to be
what the owl looked like.
Do you actually have a picture of it?
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Oh, geez, you're gonna have to put this on your video. This is a GhostRobo extra right here. As I click to it. The owl did not look like that. It was not sitting in a tree shooting lasers with other animals.
It's scaring everything in the whole freaking forest.
No, I think you're going crazy.
I'm telling you, the owl is probably still sitting there.
Man, an owl's gonna creep. And
I feel like going and checking.
There's nothing you can do about an owl creeping. It's just a sad fact.
Not a good day.
Well,
not a good day.
Things could be worse, Ghost. You know that, right?
How could they be worse than people appearing in your videos and owls staring you down?
Ghost, there's something behind you.
No, don't even say that.
I see it on your webcam from your iMac. It's in the background.
Don't say stuff like that. I'm not turning around.
Ghost, watch out! I see it on the iMac, dude. I'm not even kidding.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
And you know what's gonna happen? Your iMac was just spontaneously recording, and it literally caught a shadow going by, and then now you're gonna be freaked out for the rest of your life.
Don't say that. Okay, I'm gonna link this in the video. I'm gonna send it to you right now. This is the absolute worst trailer I've ever seen in my entire life for any video game ever, and I'm gonna send it to you right now. You don't even have to watch it right now. I'm gonna explain it. The game is Stalker Call of Pripyat, and this came out like in 2010. Okay, and so what happens in the trailer is it's just like a graphical showcase of like how great this game looks, and then you get to the last 30 seconds and there's this blob in the background. You're like, oh god, it's a creepy game, and then they show your dude just walking and it goes to first person footage and the blob comes out and it's like this green monster, but swear to god he just stands there locked in place, and the last probably 30-45 seconds of the video is your character shooting him and he's locked in place. Sure, he's like throwing projectiles at you and like screaming and making weird noises, but kid you not, he's just, that's not even, I sent you the wrong trailer. Anyway, here's the right one. He's standing there locked in place and you just shoot at him.
And that's it?
Yeah, okay, you're like, I know you're like, wow, that sounds
That sounds
but
awesome. What does sound awesome though is Lollipop Chainsaw Massacre or whatever it's called.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yeah, that game looks. I don't know why. It's gonna end up being like Dead Island, where the trailer makes it look awesome, and then it's just.
It'll be good.
It'll be good.
I bet you it's good.
People are asking about that on our video. They're asking about what are you gonna do for Lollipop, whatever.
I bet it achieves like Bayonetta level of success. That's my guess.
Oh, I had friends that used to love Bayonetta. I never played Bayonetta.
Great game. Great game.
Never
I
played
loved it. It was like the first game that I, like of that style, like character action that I really felt really, really good about. I don't know. It's 60 frames per second and just controls very, very well. I don't know. Lollipop Chainsaw might be too crazy. I mean, Bayonetta is crazy, but Lollipop Chainsaw might be too crazy.
Jeez. Well, I don't know. I don't know how long your thing is, but I think that caterpillar's creeping up on that stop button soon.
All right.
He's coming up there. I know. Go, seriously, turn around. There's a ghost behind you.
Don't say that. I'm gonna go kill this owl now.
So now, how does that work though? Your name is GhostRobo, and you're afraid of ghosts. Like, how does that work? How does that work? So,
someone commented on that the other day. They're like, "You can't die. You're a ghost." And I don't know. Like, only once in my life have I thought of myself as GhostRobo.
If I punched you, my fist wouldn't go through you. It would hit your face.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't think you're a ghost, but
all right. Well, I'm gonna go and try to get some sleep after a terrifying night. And now someone is up in my kitchen doing dishes, and I have no idea because it's 1:45.
It's the owl. I'm telling you, the owl is upstairs right now, guys.
It's here. Okay,
dude,
I'm gonna go
turn around.
Survive. Don't say it again.
Look, it's like blowing.
No,
you better say later before the owl gets you.
Goodbye later.